In the last project, we created a Node.js app called PhotoGrid and we deployed it on an Amazon Web Services EC2 instance with a bunch of other services like S3 and CloudFront. There is one thing that I want to highlight. We essentially used the Node.js app to serve everything, including static assets like CSS files, JavaScript files, and images. While this may work for low traffic sites, it is not efficient for high traffic instances. The reason for that is that Node.js essentially is not optimized to serve static assets, and it shouldn't be doing that anyway. It's already running on a single thread, and serving static assets further slows down things unnecessarily. Another important reason is that there is no caching. So every time there is a request, all static assets have to be served again and again. All of this makes up for a very slow server. What we need to do is to create a parallel server instance that is tasked with serving and caching static assets. Additionally, we should also deploy a load balancer to distribute user traffic over a number of node server instances instead of just one. All of these things are possible by using Nginx, a high-performance HTTP and proxy server. Nginx, like Node, is also event-based and thus can handle an extremely large number of concurrent requests. It also works as an excellent proxy server with caching support and is relatively easy to set up as well. What we need to do is create this kind of a setup where all requests reach Nginx first on port 80, and Nginx then should work like a proxy and serve the Node.js app running on a different port, such as port 3000. Additionally, Nginx should also serve static assets with full caching support as well. In the last project, we explored Amazon Web Services. Amazon is not the only cloud provider out there, though it may be the biggest. In this project, we will work with DigitalOcean, an excellent cloud hosting provider with a much easier setup than AWS. We'll sign up at DigitalOcean and we'll deploy a simple server instance for this example. I would also like to introduce the amazing Cloud9 IDE here. Cloud9 IDE is a complete development environment in the cloud. Think of it as a full-fledged server with a built-in file manager, complete terminal access, and a code editor like Sublime all rolled into the cloud. This means you can write, test, and execute code all in one place right from within the browser. This is very cool. Now, even though we are using DigitalOcean and the Cloud9 IDE here, I must point out that you can go back to your AWS account, log in and deploy Nginx as a proxy server in exactly the same way as I'll do here on a DigitalOcean server instance. It is exactly the same everywhere. My purpose for showing you DigitalOcean and Cloud9 IDE is to scale your learning experience across as many flavors of services as I can assimilate in this course. And I hope you'll enjoy the experience as well. So let's get to work.